y'all doing? How's your day going? And if you're just starting, how was your night? Hope you had an amazing night rest. I uploaded a community post and someone requested that I do uh, um, an e-commerce website purely with Django. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to make this into sections, into parts. So this first part, we're just going to review the exact same code we have used in our past two videos, the sign up and sign in. So I already have it pulled up, and I'm just going to show you how to. I'm going to explain the code. I'm sure most of you don't even understand code, but you've just been copying it. So you already know how to make a project. You already know how to start an app, how to link it, how to link your static and your and template files. If you don't know how to do that, you can go and check my past three videos. I have three different videos where I explained the exact same thing. So you can go check those out. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's start with our views. So the first views for this first one is just to render a HTML template to set it as our home page. Then this is the sign in. So what I did, I'm on this sign up, right? So in our sign up page, I created a form. You already know how to create forms with HTML. So this is the form here, and I set the method to post, and I passed a CSRF token because that's like one of the form tokens for Django. And I started passing my inputs. I have username, first name, last name. You can go for that and add profile picture, just whatever details you need to get from whoever is signing in. That's literally all. It's very much straightforward. Then you come here to run the verification. So the first thing we did was if if the request method is posed. Okay. Alright, so here we check if the form method was posed. We are going to gather all the inputs that we're taking and we're going to push them into a variable which we declared. So these are the variables we declared: username, first name, last name, email, password, and the second password. Then using request.post where we're requesting the user's input, we're going to just pass in what's let me pull it up again. If you go back to our form here, the ID here we use, so this was our ID, so is that we're going to collect in our views, which is what we're placing in within the request.post. Then we're going to start a whole verification process. So you can check for whatever it is you want to check for. Like here we're checking if the username already exists inside our user model. This is the user model here. So here we have our username, email, and everything. So it's going to check if the username the person pushed into the form already exists. If so, it's going to send an error. You check if the email already exists. If the username is, maybe if you want to have a limit of amount of usernames or how much the there's all sorts of verification like that. You check if the two passwords are equal, that is if they match. and then you use this save. That is, here we pass my user, and we collected. This user is the model variable that is in this place here that I just showed you here. This stuff, it's called users if you see it here. So you're going to pass it into, and you're going to collect objects. So that is collecting all the objects above here, that is the username and everything, and we're going to use those objects to create a new user with the name, username, email, and password. Then we're going to set, you have your first name here, you have your last name. So we're going to set the first name into the user's first name and last name to user's last name. And we're going to save it. So since my user is the variable we declare, it's going to be my user dot save. You can pass a successive message. that was my word. Anyway, you can pass the message to show it was successfully created, and you redirect to the signing page so the user can sign in. So once the user signs in, you're just going to request, like, there's another form you're going to create. You're just going to ask for, if you want the person to send you with username and password, or if you want them to send you with email and password. It all depends on you. So kind of the same thing we did before. We're going to request the details that were imputed, and we're going to authenticate. The authenticate was imported here. We import authenticate, we import login, we import logout from django.contrib.auth. Make sure you have made your migrations before we get forward with this. So we are going to authenticate the user by requesting the username. If you see the username already exists, and see if the password matches the password of the username which was requested. So if user is not known, that if user truly exists, that login we imported, so it's going to be login request user, then the first name user, the first name, and redirect to the home page. Also, we're going to pass an error. And this signout is just straightforward. So it's just log out. We'll just push that log out to import it, and automatically log the current signed in user out. So that's all. Now we are creating we want to create hmm, an e-commerce website. So what are the things we need? Here are some of the main pages that we need to create. A landing page, which is the home page. We need to authenticate the user. This we just covered, so this has been completed. We need to create the store where all the products will be shown, and a checkout page. We would also need to create two models. We're going to create those now. A category models. You buy a shopping, you can like choose maybe electronics, school products, and stuff like that. And then we're going to have a model for the product. So let's see that here. I've already created them. So this is the category model. There's nothing much in it. We just pass category, and the title is going to be models.child field. Now this class meta here, why did I use categories? So let me just pull this up here. You can see these categories here. So the plural form of categories is quite different from like this sale. Now SAL is the singular and SALS is the plural. What Django would do, if I had spelled the normal category without passing this meta class for the verbose plural, the plural form will be CATCEGORY, and we'll just add an S behind the Y, and that is not proper English. So whenever you are passing a name that the plural form is not exactly the same way it appears, like the plural form is not just adding another S to it, you pass this class meta verbose underscore name underscore plural equal categories to show the proper plural form. And here's for the product. So for the product, we just want name, we want an image, we want the price, I want the category. So the name is just a child field. Upload is an image field, and we're going to upload it into product underscore p and the default image. So you remember you have declared your static image files, which images, and I downloaded a picture default.png, and I set it as our default image. So if a user doesn't upload an image, this default.png will be the image that will show. Then price is going to be a float field, and category is going to be a foreign key which pushes this category up here that we declared earlier. And the default value is going to be the first one. So I just created the first default value here, which is just sales. I'm going to make everything look more professional. And if the user deletes a particular category, the category for a product which just contain that category will set to the default category, which in this case is the sales. Okay, so that is all. So don't forget, to do this, to push your migrations, you first python dot manage.py make migrations, then python manage.py migrate, then python manage.py create super user and run your server, then you can log in. So yeah, that's all for this video. So in the next video we are going to work on what are we going to do. We have created, did I list it here? We have worked on authentication. We have worked, let's okay, next we're going to work on creating the store. So yeah, we're going to work on how, like, we already have the product's can already be created. So now we're just going to implement it into our templates, how the users can view it. And we're also going to work on creating a page where the admin can, like, create what do you call it, the admin can upload products, but that page will only be private and only be visible to the admin. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and hopefully like next week I'll upload the next part to this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.